Hey everybody, welcome back to Chortle Games. I'm your host, Jake, joined as always by the Stream King, Far Cry Guy, the man who made Devil, and the guy who told me to go live, Steven.
We did like a whole bit for 2 minutes.
We did a whole bit for like 2 minutes before I realized I never hit go live. I'm out of practice, Steven. You usually do the hosting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like forgot for a second. I was like, oh, I have to hit stream, and then I have to wait, and then I have to look at it. And I saw it, and it said excellent connection. So I just thought, oh, we're good.
You're so distracted by the compliment that you just...
Yeah, YouTube just lulled me into a false sense of security, you know?
Right.
But hey, look, on the bright side, now YouTube doesn't know that you want to show your balls and butt on live stream.
I said that YouTube cares so little that this channel exists that I or any of us could show our butt and balls on stream and nothing would happen because YouTube wouldn't find out about it.
So just chat be cool. Chat be cool, all right? Don't let the YouTube overlords know. Steven, tonight we're playing a game that you have been cautiously excited about. Midnight Suns, the new game from Marvel and XCOM creator. I'm blanking on the name. I want to say Joseph.
Well, first of all, Firaxis and Jake Solomon's team did not create
Jake
XCOM.
Solomon,
They made modern XCOM, starting with XCOM Enemy Unknown in 2012. XCOM has actually been a franchise since the mid-90s, I believe. But they brought it back.
Gotcha.
This is by those guys that brought it back, who have created two of my favorite games of all time.
Is this going to be one of them?
I don't think so. But it is better than I thought it would be by a significant margin. Yeah, I'm hoping that you'll get to see that yourself.
I'm hoping so too. And so you guys are watching my stream or my gameplay. I'm starting a brand new game. I have not touched the game at all, so this is all fresh for me. But Steven is going to be coaching me through here, being my tactical mentor, if you will.
It's funny because this game isn't... I don't know if I'd call this game tactical. This game, and you may understand what I mean when you start playing, this feels less like a top-down, like turn-based tactical game, and it feels more like the next evolution of traditional turn-based games, like JRPGs.
Sacred harbinger, awaken.
In a good way.
Claim what is yours.
So why does Hydra want to activate this lady?
Why does Hydra want to do anything Hydra does?
I mean, I guess that's true.
Probably because some dude with a red face said, hey, this would be a cool idea.
This guy has a red suit and a red beard.
Yeah, he came dressed for the Hydra quarterly meeting like that, and everybody was like, this guy's got a lot of red, what are you going to do about a red skull? And he was like, I can't do anything. This guy's in charge now. This guy is the Hydra.
HR won't let us set a dress code.
Well played, red-suited scientist.
I like how he has a black, like, arm patch, just so he can have the red logo, still be red. I don't think that lady really thought through leaning over the casket. Pharaoh. Uh-oh. I like how she conveniently leaves out the red suit skull and crossbones there. They'll survive. They'll live. But everyone else must die. Steven, how many vampires do we have in this game? Because those teeth in the logo.
Technically, two.
That would make sense because there are four teeth in the logo.
I can feel it, Rock.
Well, one of them isn't in the game yet.
Trouble in the air. More innocent blood joining.
So here's what I'm thinking from a character creator point of view,
yeah,
Steven.
Yeah.
You'll like
back
this.
To your magic castle. You ain't
Don't
welcome
get your hopes
here.
up.
called a sanctum. And welcome or not, this is where fate has determined the Sorcerer Supreme needs to be.
Some of these are funny, and some of them are I just
Tell
don't like.
fate.
Mm.
Answer's no.
This is the secret guardian you dragged me 5,000 miles to meet?
Who's the mouth?
Mr. Stark is brash, but I assure you he can be trusted.
Wait, you seriously don't know who I am?
The fabric of magic is shifting, Johnny. The prophecy of the Midnight Sun is upon us.
Your last crusade cost me plenty. This time I intend to look after my own.
Hey pal, I don't think you understand. Things are changing. 2 + 2 no longer equals 4. Up is sometimes down, and strange here is actually starting to make sense.
Do I look like someone who gives a damn about any of that?
No, you look
Do
like
I
you
look
should
like
be
someone who
bouncing
gives
for
a
the double
damn?
deuce.
What up, Joe?
Listen,
Hey, Joe.
all I know is hell's coming, and my pal
He
here
doesn't
says you
look like
can help.
Cage
That's
at all.
where you're wrong. Hell's not coming.
He doesn't.
Looks more like Sam Elliott, who was the Ghost Rider before Nick Cage in that film.
There you go.
Also, that's not how a shotgun works.
Don't we have? I know, right? He shot like a large bullet. It's a Nerf gun.
Iron Man?
Supposedly famous. Aren't we? Don't we have the new
It's okay.
Ghost Rider
It's fine.
in this
Yes.
game?
I know what he meant.
Nice.
Come all the way out here, and the old man runs off with that precious page of yours.
I gotta read things.
Yep.
Monsters on the way out?
3 types of cards: attack, skills, and heroics. Playing a card costs 1 card play. Each. Okay. I do remember this from a review I watched.
We didn't have.
Attack cards.
All right. Let's
Right.
wrap this up. I've got sand in my nanopolymer weave.
You just let me know when I need to
So-
tag in. I'm gonna let the game teach you.
Does it want me to? Okay, I see. Select a card. Okay. I can do a blast. Now I select the target. Kaboom. Look at me. So good. Can I switch characters?
Your hand is
Each. I
complicated.
understand. Does each.
Yeah.
So each character has their own turn, and each turn has 3
No.
plays.
No, your whole turn is 3 plays.
Gotcha.
So your hand is what you draw from all the combined deck that is all of your characters' decks.
Gotcha.
So you could draw an entirely Iron Man hand for 1 turn, unfortunately.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You might want to get that looked at.
It's canon.
Am I really going to have to bring out the big guns for this?
All right. Now I get a heroic. Okay, I see.
That'll work.
After playing Marvel Snap, that did open me up more to the card system. So we'll see how that goes.
I think it works well, but sometimes it can really bite you in the butt.
I appreciate that you have to hold to end your turn.
Quite ready to
I was
give
a little
up.
nervous there at first.
Plan looks good.
Minions and elites. Okay. Alright, good to know. Good
That
to know.
suit may be a marvel of technology, but it's no match for the mystic eyes. Allow me to
Knockback.
demonstrate.
Oh, so it's a contest now.
So,
Then you
okay,
take the
alright,
extra
nice.
creepy one.
So if I hit this guy and knock him back,
By the will
I'll get a little bit more hit. Kaboom.
Okay, you did that wrong.
I did that wrong?
You did that wrong.
What did I do?
Whenever you are doing a knockback attack like that, and this has been the most important thing for me so far. Especially if it's lower tier enemies like that, you knock them into each other and it's basically a free double kill.
Okay.
Knockback damage is a big part of this game.
The little tutorial just showed me to hit him against the wall.
Whatever gets the job done.
The tutorial lied to you.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
So you can't attack just like you can't tell Iron Man, hey, shoot that guy without having the card. So cards are your main way to attack. Although you can use the environment to attack, and it doesn't count as a card. You'll learn about that shortly.
Gotcha.
I'm in the middle of a really tough boss battle right now, so I am currently playing the game.
Well, that'll be nice if I have a question about a menu. You can look at it. All right, so let's see. So now that I know about this whole knockback thing, I see. Okay.
You got it.
The tutorial definitely lied to me. Because maybe I didn't watch it long enough, but it looked like it was telling me not to do what you said.
May have. I don't know.
So, question. Can I move my character?
You get one move per turn. That's why, remember when I said this is less like a turn-based tactical game, more like a traditional turn-based game?
Uh-huh.
Are you starting to feel that?
I guess so, yeah, a little bit.
Where positioning matters, but positioning isn't super controllable. So you have infinite range on when you want to move. So you can move one character to reposition them, and also abilities move your characters as well. And you can use abilities anywhere on the map.
I won't forget this.
Best I can do.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
I was trying to reposition to get a better attack there, but it did not work.
They seem insistent on attacking me.
More reinforcements coming. Oh no,
It
we're...
appears that I'm their central focus.
I think we pissed them off. Got a spell for that, maybe?
Interesting. A spell to change the very demeanor of enemies. Something along the lines of the Titan?
Can't make
Is there
it
friendly
happen in
fire?
10 seconds, I'm not interested.
If it's AoE, then yes.
This shouldn't take long.
Hopefully not.
I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.
You shouldn't be able to. You can knock back enemies. Like, knockback can hurt your team.
Yeah.
Certain explosions can hurt your team, but it'll tell you.
Well, like, just then, he technically threw a tornado through through Iron Man, so I was just curious.
Yeah. Just look at the health bars on your teammates. And if it has any red in it or lowers at all, then that means the attack will hurt them.
I'm just going to go out on a limb, Steven. I haven't even gotten into the game very far, but I'm just going to tell you right now. This game would be much better if they had just... if you didn't have a character. If it was just, here's the team.
I actually kind of like the character. And his placement in the game enhances the social half of the game. Like, the social half of the game doesn't exist without Hunter.
But isn't the social half the part most people don't like?
I love it.
Really? Okay.
It's just Fire Emblem. It's 3 houses, but instead of just showing like a quick animation for when character growth happens, you get the conversations.
I've just heard that it feels fan fiction-y.
A little.
Yeah.
But the characters feel true enough.
I think that's the last of them. Which is good.
But it doesn't bother me that
Just
much.
stepping outside the restaurant to take a quick call.
There you go.
And yet I'm the one who's still single.
See, like right here, I want to I wish I could reposition him. Can I tell him to come over here?
It's not. It isn't going to let you move yet. You just got to follow the tutorial.
Okay.
At the bottom right where it says card plays, you'll learn when you have move available. And it really doesn't matter because, as you can see, the picture above the enemy's heads is who they're going to target, and so you can't make someone less targetable by moving them anyway.
Gotcha.
But in that case, like if you wanted to throw that guy into the guy to the right, moving behind him would change your radius in which you can throw.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But I can't.
Fair enough. This should be good.
Iron Man's really good in this game.
Look at that look at that ending pose.
Doctor Strange is also really, really good in this game.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, that encounter went
Although they,
unexpected.
the way they write Doctor Strange, I'm not a huge fan
You see,
of.
this is why you should.
Because they write him.
Food, Bruce.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but more often than not, they write him as kind of a douchebag that ends up being wrong, like all the time, and it's like, why does everyone keep doing this? He's literally the Sorcerer Supreme. He's supposed to know most things.
Shifting mystical polarities are wreaking havoc on my fortress.
You don't say.
You okay, kid?
The lesser characters really got the better end of it, though, and I think, honestly, I think that, and I'll talk more about this when we talk about this in whatever podcast that happens, but I think the big characters were probably forced on by Marvel. Like they were like, if you're gonna make this game, you gotta have Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, all that stuff, because it feels like it feels like the passion was more so towards the lesser characters. And Jake Solomon isn't shy about the fact that Blade is one of his favorite characters of all time.
The wards. In the meantime, in honor of our missing companion, the rest of you may feel free to smash away.
I'm so used to God of War, I was like already starting to spam like the attack button.
Nice one, Carol.
Alright, let's see what we're doing here.
You know I don't mess around. Besides, we picked up some crazy.
So when you're starting a fight like this,
here.
what I typically will do is figure out what fodder I can hit with one, like find a knockback card, see if I can take out two guys immediately, because you want to kind of thin the numbers while you build up your heroism.
Right.
Also, there is a card perk called Quick. You probably haven't seen it yet, but that's going to be invaluable later because it makes it to where if you get a kill from that card, even if it's like the enemy you knocked them into, that enemy dies, then that card doesn't cost. So it refunds you the play. So early on, quick cards and knockback cards are really important to gain dominance over the field.
Gotcha. That is nice.
I won my super challenging fight.
I'm proud of you.
I could have. It was a survive for 4 waves type thing, and I could have gone for 4 more.
So what is this environment stuff? Because I can do that without.
So you see your heroism on the bottom right?
That costs heroism.
Yes, you
Gotcha.
generate heroism. The bottom left of that blast card, I can't read it because the res is so low.
Yeah.
So you gain 1 heroism by using that card. So you use heroism to play more powerful cards or to use environmental attacks.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Redraw is important. So I like how the game can be very creative with how different mechanics play with different characters. Iron Man, for example, when you redraw some of his cards, and you'll see this effect, it doesn't redraw the card, like it doesn't discard to draw a new one. It enhances the effect of the card you redraw. So think of it as him upgrading his card. So with Iron Man, having a lot of redraws is a good thing because he can have a card that does knockback, and on redraw it applies quick. Captain Marvel, basically you want to get a lot of kills with her, because if she gets, I think, 3 kills, she goes binary, and it gives her a lot of block. and it makes her like super overpowered. But she loses her binary when she loses all of her block. Block is like an overshield.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Ooh, lots of cards. Oh, here we go. Moving heroes.
Yep.
Okay, alright. You must move and kick the couch first, is what every card says.
So move where it's telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
X. There you go. If it's a green, then that means you're about to move there.
Yeah.
Then you select the couch.
I don't want to kick it.
And then you pick your A's and just hit both of them.
I'm saving my energy so we...
It sure is the tungsten gentleman, Mike. And Professor Weird is with him as well.
Professor Weird.
I think that's what he was. I don't remember. I watched your video once.
There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover
Mine?
the beating we're about to put on you.
What?
My video once?
Mike sent me the TikTok.
Yeah. Steven, do you watch any of the TikToks I send in the main group?
Sometimes. Depends on how I'm feeling. I'm feeling generous.
Usually
I
it's a
unlocked
game.
a new word of power.
Usually it's a game.
Interesting.
Out of card plays, I see. Okay.
You do have a redraw. So in this event, it would be valuable to look at your hand because cards in your hand carry over. So since you have 2 redraws for your next turn, if you know you don't want one of those cards, then you should redraw it now so that you'll start with that card in your next turn. And you wouldn't have to waste a redraw in your next turn. Both of those cards are good cards.
Yeah. I should have just played, since I wasn't going to kill that guy, I should have just played that that one that gives me 4 moves.
That's correct.
I didn't know what it was going to do, you know?
These guys just keep showing up.
Alright, use what I've learned.
Photon Beam is going to help you out a lot.
Okay.
So don't use it,
In a
but like select it so you can see what it does. So see, you aim in a line. So if you play your cards right, you might be able to get 3 kills. So one of the nice things about moving in this game is that when you move a character, you're locked into moving that character, but you can move them as many times as you want until you use a card. Or until you use an action. So you can move her around and figure out where your angle would be.
Gotcha, so I don't have to, so like if I don't like this position, if
You could move her again, yeah.
Is that right? It looks like I'm hitting that last guy.
Move your camera.
I can't look down. Yes, okay.
There you go.
Here we go, sweet. Let me use it.
And that one cost 3 heroism, which is why I wanted to make sure to bring it to your attention, because that drained all of your heroism.
I'm gonna drain all of your heroism, Steven.
So you could use Winds of Watum and knock them into Captain Marvel.
Will she punch
I
them?
think it'll do damage to her, but it'll do more damage to him by knocking him into something, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
That actually is a synergy that you're supposed to use later on, because you can unlock something in the training arena that makes it to where enemies take more damage for bumping into heroes.
Nice.
Okay. You're not going to finish this in one turn.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking. I'm probably thinking too hard.
So if you're going to end with Agamotto's gaze, I don't know if that's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
So that will draw the last 2 attacks you played, which would be another Winds of Watum and photon beam.
Nice.
So if you would want photon beam, you would make sure to use that before you used another card.
Now, it gives me an extra card play, right?
Next turn.
Yeah.
And remember, okay, I was gonna say redraw if you don't like one of your cards. A lot of the name of this game is utilizing as much of your turn as you can, because every choice in your turn is going to be removed.
Doesn't it seem like this should be easier?
I've punched through Skrull Star Cruisers that went down faster. Something's up.
Yes, Hydra has clearly raised their game. I have a terrible suspicion as to how.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Alright, I like this.
Let's do it.
I'm glad you think the character adds, because that's what I'm expecting to be the part I...
Let's give it a go.
Well, the character themselves, him, her, whatever, the character themselves isn't great. Like, they're just a person from the past who's now in the present, that whole deal. But having a character that doesn't know the Marvel characters that you can use as a surrogate for yourself to hang out with them and to like get to know them and have conversations, that adds. And the character's powers are interesting enough. They manipulate light or darkness, and
Pretty cool.
have two swords.
Gozer?
Lilith.
So I started to say this, but my plan for the character creator is I'm either going to make Geralt, or I'm going to make a cat person.
Be silent.
I don't know if a cat person is possible or not. I just saw a guy with horns in one of the reviews I watched.
Be
And I was like, oh, that's out there.
You can unlock that as a cosmetic option.
Be gone. A fellow daughter of Transia. You remind me of my own beloved.
In virtute vishanti.
Vishante.
Well done, Miss Maximoff. Your unique energy surprised her.
I'm fine. What? I'm fine.
The prophecy is in motion. Lilith is still out there growing stronger each second the midnight sun approaches.
Define stronger.
If we are to have any chance of stopping her, there is only one option left to us.
I won't go back there.
We all must eventually face our demons, Miss Maximoff. However, one of us should remain behind to maintain the wards of protection.
See you on the other side.
Hey, little Peter. Asher was all sleepy today. He is never, like, drowsy. But he was today for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He had a real rough night. Didn't sleep well.
Okay. You did that one.
Fussed a whole lot at 5 a.m. But
Yeah.
then usually he's up at like 6:30.
Exactly.
But today he was asleep, and like I got him dressed while he was sleeping, and
Nice.
he almost fell asleep in the car ride to daycare. It's just like, wow, okay, kid, you're
Home of the midnight
I've been
sun.
really sleeping.
I get it. Magic and Nico are great.
The hell is this?
Yeah, I've heard good
Lilith
things about
Junior
them.
Demon League?
Wait, it's that jerk from TV. Which one?
Now, if everyone would just take a moment.
Robbie, I haven't gotten to hang out with him a lot, but I do really like him too. And he has probably the coolest card animation out of everybody, which is the one where he takes the Hell Ride and like
You're standing.
charges into enemies and swings his chains on the hood of it.
It's
Nice.
caretaker now.
If I could
That's
have
really
avoided
cool.
this moment, I would. But
I can't stand
Spare me
Caretaker.
speech. I know Lilith.
She's annoying.
We're sisters after all.
She and like they're being vague with her a little bit as far as I'm in, but
Shall
she just
we
complains
chat,
all the time.
Stephen?
She looks really familiar.
No one can argue that the Hunter earned their rest in the first battle against Lilith. I only hope they are up for the task once more.
You wizards always make everything sound so lofty. I raised my sister's only child as a weapon against her.
And saved the world in the process.
Mike said they made Captain Marvel thicker than church
And
grits.
asked them to do it again.
I did not write the prophecy, Sarah. Besides, I am no common grave robber. We are simply reuniting their ethereal essence with their corporal form. Speaking of, it would help to have a mental image for the procedure. Spare no detail. Spiritual identity theft is no laughing matter.
Spiritual identity is no laughing matter. All right, I'm gonna be a guy. I'm gonna be the white, pale boy.
You choose skin tone second. That was face shape.
I'm gonna go with light brown. That was face shape.
Yeah, see, the shade's changing. So you can pick the shape of the face you like. You can get the skin tone later.
I understand. Okay.
That is a luscious ponytail. Oh my god.
Crap. You talk about luscious. Good lord. I like that. There you go. I mean, honestly, if I am going for a Geralt, that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna stick with that.
Give him the Fabio volume. Coward. Do it.
You wouldn't like me. You'd only like me with my hair down.
You can't do gray hair.
Dang.
That's pretty funny.
Dang. Alright, well, we're just pivoting. He's gonna be me now.
Okay. Volume. You can change this at any time, by the way.
I'm gonna change you at any time, okay?
Okay.
And I wish I had a beard like that. Wow, you weren't kidding about. There's not a whole lot to
Nope.
choose from.
It's about as much as XCOM 2 has.
Child of light and darkness, you who tamed the night,
That's such a good Witcher outfit too.
hear the voice of those who beseech thee and
The collar! Wait! Wait! Ah!
mother.
So, that's a good thing, right?
How much do you know about the Staff of One?
Is that magic right there?
That's Nico.
Nico.
So you don't know anything about the Staff
No,
of One?
I don't.
My understanding, she's from the Runaways.
Yeah.
My understanding is that the Staff of One is a extremely powerful magical weapon that is capable of casting any spell
It's
once.
perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up.
So Nico could say Fireball, and the Staff of One casts a Fireball, but she can never say the spell Fireball again and get any effect out of it. So Nico finds workarounds of this, like wording spells differently or learning a lot of different languages.
And blade.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
She hasn't talked about that really at all yet. But what I know about the character, that's who she is from the comics. So I'm hoping that we dive more into that aspect of like how the Staff of One works. And then
That
magic.
sounds really cool for like life or death. I don't know what to do here. Spells, you know, like turn back time.
Right.
It just does it. But I feel like for your average fireball spell, that gets lost really quickly.
Yes. Well, she is also capable of using other magic.
Okay.
Like, she even says that she only uses the staff as a last resort.
That makes sense.
This place. In my dreams, it was always.
Magic is just a mutant with a sword that's basically the queen of hell.
She's a mutant, right?
She is.
That? Yeah.
Now I sense.
She
alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance.
How long was he sitting up there, you think?
At least 24 hours.
At least.
Yes, that makes two of us.
He was not standing up there any less than an entire day.
Yeah, no.
You will not live to regret your error.
Cute. And Caretaker told me to be nice. Relax, Slayer. I'm a friend. You just don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of this version of Blade.
I saw you with Sarah before.
But I think it's because they rope him in with the
With
kids.
a vampire.
Because he's one of the Midnight Suns, and the other Midnight Suns are the teenagers.
Yeah.
And so he kind of
But I thought
feels like
since we're having this little showdown,
he's just kind of there sometimes. The one-on-one stuff with him is pretty good.
Daywalkers were a myth, even to me.
You got some thick-ass eyebrows.
I was just about to say, everybody in this game's just a little thicker than they feel like they need to be. I do hunt monsters, sure. Oh my gosh, this would have been a great Geralt character.
Your name is Hunter, like you literally are.
I
Monster
know.
Hunter.
You can try it, but I got my name for a reason. I've probably killed more vampires than you've ever seen, hero.
Such fighting spirit. No wonder Caretaker chose you.
Right.
You can eventually get to where you can just compliment characters in the Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up to Blade and complimented him, and it gives you little friendship points. And I went, no wonder your name is Blade. You're so sharp.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
And Blade was like, thank you, Hunter.
Thanks, I think.
Yeah, you got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
I guess they call you Blade because you carry a big blade on your backside. Oh, Lord.
So this is the Abbey.
I'd be moving.
This is the part of the game that people seem to hate. I love it because you're basically walking around. The Abbey is your hub, and there are secrets and stuff to unfold as you progress through the game. You're going to be on rails for a while, so just keep following the objective. But it's just a really pretty, serene little, like kind of mini Hogwarts kind of feeling area.
Helped, but no.
I feel like I'm moving very fast.
You can also, you find paintings, and you can choose what paintings are on what walls. So you can kind of decorate the entire Abbey.
Oh, that's nice.
Kind of, yeah.
Hunter.
Brody just texted
Not
us
sure if you
that
remember me, but we met briefly
Sonic
before.
is winning
I'm
The witch
Game of the
who
Year.
called me back from the grave.
Told you.
or Nico, but either
Wow.
one. And this is
Robbie Reyes.
I don't even know what that's for, but I'll tell you right.
It's the 100% fan voted.
I mean, caretakers told us.
Of course,
I don't
Sonic's
e-
going to win because Sonic has the most
Liana. Привет. And I think you already met
weirdly
Blade.
dedicated fan base ever. And weird. They're all weird.
Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Yeah, I think it's the like 100% voted. It's the same category that
I can feel it.
the year
I always do.
Fire Emblem one.
yeah, Fire Emblem won the completely
So,
fan voted
Welcome
one.
home. I guess we.
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then. The Abbey is still, well, you know, the Abbey. Basic stuff.
dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and whatever the hell.
Blade playing a video game.
I have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi. Oh, and one more thing.
I wish my character had been like, what's Wi-Fi?
You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh.
Tony is low-key hilarious in the Abby portion of the game because he just spends pretty much every conversation you have with him or about him bitching or being bitched about. No one likes him.
If I ain't bitching, I'm being bitched about.
Easy for you to say.
My instinct is just to run around and explore, but I'm gonna try to
It'll
hold that
open up to
in.
you.
It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older.
How dare you?
How long was I in that?
Now, who do I have to bend over this war table and indiscriminately fuck to get a coffee around here?
Missed.
What wench do I have to bend over this?
And what of Lilith?
By your hand. Until now.
Scrying pool to procure sustenance.
Evil West changed this channel. Let me just tell you.
It did. It really did.
Tony.
And not in a good way, I don't think.
Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Dr. Spooky.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the dragon mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall
It's weird to me that he can do air quotes with that armor on.
Rent.
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
You see how much of a douchebag Doctor Strange comes off as the way he talks sometimes?
A little bit, yeah.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some sorcerer supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension.
It should make him look like an asshat a lot of the time. And I don't know why Marvel is so obsessed with making Doctor Strange an idiot lately. Also, yes, Agatha Harkness. When he said Agatha, it is.
Oh yeah,
Agatha.
yeah. I knew Agatha was
Bound to
apart.
enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! Dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
Over here.
Nothing on Earth.
I'm right here, Wanda. I'm literally right next to you.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is troubled.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
That was a weird angle. It looked like Carol's face was in the iron suit.
That was funny that I called him the spooky sorcerer.
With everything going on right now, we simply
I think you'll like Blade. He'll probably be a mainstay in your team. He's good damage and he's self-sustained, so he's like lifesteal.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. You know?
I have a feeling your team is just going to be Hunter, Blade, and Captain Marvel, just for the entire game.
If it didn't have to be Hunter, I probably wouldn't bring him.
You'll come to like him. He's very useful.
I'm just gonna pretend he's a Witcher, and I think that'll make me feel better.
Okay. I hope that you'll come to understand why Hunter is necessary.
Already, the prophecy of the Midnight Sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her,
And you do have some control
shit,
over.
she has the Darkhold?
I expect she can do it again.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
That ain't good.
Yes. But since your mother breached the sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go for it.
You have some control over... I mean, you have control over every character's deck. But with Hunter, he has like a light-dark alignment. So you can choose based on conversations, and it doesn't mean like evil or good. Just means light or dark. So light might be not taking risks. Dark might be a dialogue choice that is more on the line of taking, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And light appears to be a lot of healing and sustain and buffing, and so obviously that's what my Hunter is doing. Dark seems to be more powerful, but has negative effect. Like there's a dark whip ability that's really nice that you have in your deck already, that you can throw an enemy in any direction. So it's really nice when knockback isn't in your favor, like your angle, because you could knock someone. Like if there's if there's two enemies in front of you, you could take the guy that is furthest away from you and pull him towards you to hit the enemy that's directly in front of you. Stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
But the drawback of that card is that it discards a random card in your hand. So I assume dark cards are more towards that line of powerful effects for a small cost.
Just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly. Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista,
much like with Blade,
will hasten our return to the
I feel like Doctor Strange is a lot better in one-on-one conversations. And honestly, I think you could probably say that about all of the characters.
Yeah.
Except for Tony. Tony works really well in group conversations because everyone hates him. And that's kind of how it should be.
So, are the Hunter and the Caretaker original characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's implied that, I don't know if it's ever straight up said, but it's implied that Caretaker was probably romantically involved with Agatha or something. And the Caretaker is your aunt. So she's Lilith's sister.
Nice.
No.
No, not nice.
Not Lilith's bad. Lilith is literally she-devil. She-Satan.
She-devil.
Whatever. What else was I going to say?
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all
I think the characters really, like when you do one-on-one hangouts with them, or just kind of talk to them one-on-one, there's some really good writing. Like with Doctor Strange, I took him meditating one night. And he was like, he said something like while we were meditating, he was like, you know, I've taken up reading more lately. And I was like, you seem like someone who's always reading. He's like, no, for pleasure. And he was like, I'm curious, what do you think my favorite genre is? Or my favorite type of reading is. And I guessed right in the first try. It was a 2-tiered question. I put fiction, and he was like, okay, what kind of fiction? And I put historical fiction, and he was like, that's right, because to me, with how many branching paths I can see, I sometimes leave myself wondering, what if? And seeing that answer provided by other writers is interesting to me. And I was like, that's a cool concept. Like, I think Doctor Strange really would be a guy who likes historical fiction. There's a line.
Yeah.
All I ate today was a bagel. I'm gonna grab a slice. Those are the three most New Yorker things. If New Yorkers were a pull string doll, two of their lines would definitely be, I'm walking here and I'm gonna go grab a slice.
Blade just made a face at that guy and he went, oh, ran away.
I suggest we hurry.
Yeah, I think, as is tradition with a lot of current Marvel stuff, the characters suffer in group situations because certain characters are chosen as the sacrificial lamb to get a joke across or to uplift another character.
Welcome to New York.
Welcome to New York. I'm walking here and all I've ate today is a bagel.
I hesitate to call this good news.
Every time I hear that, I think of, whenever I think of like stereotypical New Yorkers, I think of Spider-Man 1, when the entire bridge starts throwing trash at Green Goblin, and they're like, "Yeah, this is New York. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us." Like they had a rare like New York pride moment.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah. So Whip is that card I was talking about.
Yeah, I accidentally hit select. I wanted to see it. In my brain, I was like, knockback. But then...
Yeah, it was a quick card instead of a knockback.
Yeah.
Check Agamotto's Gaze. Okay. So Make 'em Bleed is a good card. It gives you one guaranteed blade card, and the next 2 blade damages that you deal apply bleed for 2 turns.
Nice.
Mike reminded me of the Blade line. I'm gonna quote him. But it was when he kills like the final boss, either the final boss or the boss before the final boss in the Blade movie, and his saying that he says after that is, "Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill." I do not know what he meant by that. I know what I understand the sentiment. Like, some people try to take the hard way, or, but
yeah,
that didn't feel like it fit that moment. So you did not do great on this first turn.
I did not. Thank you.
You can restart the engagement.
Can I?
Yeah. Restart encounter.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, is there like a undo button?
I'm pretty sure the draw is the same.
When I did that first quick, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I've messed up.
So, yeah, see, that says quick. So remember that if you kill with the quick card, it would give you that back.
Yeah.
So that was the right call. Good job.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I just gotta hit the right buttons.
Okay. So
I know what I'm doing if I'm hitting buttons.
I would recommend you redraw the heal card. No one's hurt right now, so you don't need the heal card right now. Okay. So, yeah, see what you can do with that one.
You had your chance to escape.
I'm gonna like that move a lot, I think.
Yeah. So you probably run darkness. So your best bet here is going to be to cast Make 'em Bleed and then use the blade card you get from that card.
Okay.
Exactly what I needed.
Okay. Here's another option.
Use my weapon again.
You got the axe of Angarumus. So that is going to be a really powerful card, and it also apply weak. So weak makes it to where either their damage or their defense is down by 50%. So don't use it yet. If you read the card, it says it's enhanced with 4 heroic, so it gets plus 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you could wait to use that card till you've got more heroic points built up, so that it would be kind of a one-hit kill on most enemies, probably. Yeah, so that one is a chain. So when you select your first target, you can select another target. So you could select the same thing again, or you could go to that weak guy right there. So hit back, cancel that move. And so select the weak guy first. Okay, so if you select him again, it'll kill him, or you can bleed that guy. So basically you'd bleed that guy, and then you could hit the other one with your second chain and inflict bleed on him.
On this
Does that
guy?
make sense? Yeah, so you're hitting the weak guy first, and then you're chaining it to the next guy.
Nice.
The bleed should kill him, but I'm not sure. So now you've got that one redraw, so you can choose to get rid of the whip if you want to, or to keep it.
I like the whip.
Okay.
I think I'm good keeping it.
So if you're gonna do a move,
is it worth doing any of these?
You could probably kill that weak guy with the papers. Literally kill him with newspapers. Yep.
I'm walking here.
You read the bugle?
Paper, read all about it.
Paper, read all about it. All right, so I would say just end your turn.
Okay.
And remember, the first thing you want to do when determining like what target to prioritize, before you get to know like what the different enemies do, always be aware of who they're targeting.
I could use some more practice.
So, for example, that guy just gave a status defect to Dr. Strange. He's got vulnerable now, so he takes more damage.
Seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not.
So what are you going to do for this first move?
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
I guess I'm gonna do this attack.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna redraw this.
Sure. What's the blessing card do?
It gives hero cards in your hand +5 damage. Okay.
So every card in your hand
gets +5.
Gets +5 damage until played or discarded. So that means your axe card, your stake card, and your strike card, and maybe your whip. No, not the whip card, because it doesn't do damage. Yeah, it'll enhance all of them.
Alright.
So there you go. Oh, it did enhance whip. That's nice. All right, so you got 2 card plays.
So I have 4 now, so I'm kind of thinking let's use that while we can.
Okay, so I would hit the target with the most health.
I'm thinking that's him, right? 25 of 40,
25.
20.
Yep.
I'm thinking him.
Yep. I like this card.
He's got the Geo. It's good. I like that animation.
Just don't screw up on time.
All right.
You're seeing what I meant now by like this feels like a JRPG, like a Final Fantasy VII kind of deal, but like old school.
Yeah.
Good move. Oh, Andrew's playing Monster Hunter. I'm so proud. I've got him hooked.
Yeah, you really did.
I don't think I've got him hooked, but like he's really into it. I'll message him and let him know that I can join in a little bit. So there's nothing else you can do.
Okay.
Reinforcements will probably arrive, so don't assume that the fight's over next turn. So if there's any redraws you want to do, go ahead and do them now because you got 1.
I mean, I like that card. I think I'm fine. Ouch.
His stake card is really funny because like just the context of him going up to a random Hydra soldier and being like, I'm gonna stab you in the heart with a stake. This isn't, I don't have to do this, but this is my choice. Because the way he does it, he aggressively leaps on them.
Let's try
The gun card that you just pulled for Blade is a quick card.
I noticed that, but I figured with it not being a
How well Hydra manages to
like I'm not gonna be able to kill him with that.
decades of ineptitude.
I figured it wouldn't matter.
Okay, so that Winds of Watum has quick on it. So it's tier 2.
Nice.
It might be worth just casting Make Him Bleed and then hitting him with Stake. That's probably what I would do. Is that way you build some heroism, and if this goes into the next round, Blade's got an extra bleed that he can inflict with the next turn. And also, I just really want you to see the Stake card.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
Just watch how aggressive.
Like, it's kind of crazy how high his knees got there.
I'm still in my prime.
I'm still in my prime. Hey, it's the whip move that I did in that one fight.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
You were saying? The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Oh, shoot. It's a weird thing to have just jammed in your throat.
Wanda!
Wards. Weakening. Cannot let them fail.
It's kind of annoying how Wanda is just modern Marvel's Jean Grey. Like, I said this back when WandaVision was the thing, how they just replaced her with, like, she just has Jean Grey's only story arc now, which is Dark Phoenix. And they both look...
They look similar enough, yeah.
Very similar. They're basically identical. Like, this, to me, looks more like a traditional Jean Grey than it does a Wanda.
The neighborhood association is not going
I mean, to be fair, Wanda is more interesting.
I'll handle it.
But... I forget what happens here.
Not.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the Venom.
We have answered the Mother's call. We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are lunch.
We are Venom and you are Lunch. I was wondering if those tentacles were venomized somehow.
I like that design for demonic venom.
Yeah, I do too. It's good. Good design.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you will have to remove his health bar twice.
Okay.
So don't make any huge risks thinking that it's over when he's dead, because he gets back up to fight him one more time.
Related in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen.
Might be able to get that weak guy with Slash.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, it's knockback. You might be able to knock Venom back into him. Yep.
Would that kill the other guy? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep. If the skull's there, then it's a kill.
Kapow.
And I like how villains, they aren't immune to status effects outright, it seems. So like you can, sometimes there are extenuating circumstances, but like Venom, he isn't immune to knockback. That's a heavy part of how to fight him, is throwing him around. If you aren't sure what to do here, like if you just kind of want to wait and see what he does, you could hit him with an Agamotto's Gaze.
To get those cards back?
Yes. And that'll give you an advantage going into the next turn. If you don't, and again, you've got the 2 redraws.
I think I'm going to do this and then maybe the whip.
Yeah. Try to hit him into that electric box.
That's what I was thinking as well, yeah. Zapping. Ooh, stunned. That's good.
Good call.
First.
And it removed his yucky skin.
Did you catch that part about if a unit takes damage, their stun is removed?
I did not, but that's good to know.
Yep.
So don't touch Venom.
Monoforms. So he gets to act twice, so you, I think, just skipped one of his actions.
You need to lay our meal.
Okay.
It sounded like he said, "You'll need to lay on me," just then.
That is also what I heard.
I don't like that.
When it's telling you this now, enemy area attacks, when the enemy's turn begins, that AoE damage triggers.
Okay, so I need to get out of that area before it ends.
Yes, but also that hurts other enemies. So as you can see, he's already got the skull on him. He's gonna die at the beginning of the villain turn, so you could ignore him.
Gotcha.
So what I would do is wait. You could use Winds of Watum and knock Venom back between those enemies to get Blade out of the AoE, and then you could get that other guy in the AoE as well. Because the AoE will follow Venom. So I would throw it between the two of them. Yeah, something like that.
Let's see how that goes. Nice, perfect.
Yep. And that saves you from... Okay, so yeah, now you could send in, like you could do a slash with Hunter or Axe or whatever, and you could still move them out of the area.
Mm-hmm.
So you can let Venom be the one to kill the henchman and use your 3 card plays to just deal damage to Venom. But make sure that you aren't in the AoE when it goes off.
Right.
You can be, but it'll hurt.
See, I'm just thinking I can off one of these guys, but I just don't know if it's worth it.
It's not.
But so I should just attack Venom.
I would just attack Venom.
Okay, yeah.
I would hit him with Quick Strike from Blade, definitely, because he won't end up in the AoE from that. Yeah, he'll stay right outside of it and shoot. And then I would hit him with an Axe.
That's what I was thinking too.
Wait, are you at 4 heroism?
I'm at 5, so yeah. So we'll have that extra. I just need to make sure to move him back.
Yep. I would go ahead and move him back. And then I would just redraw. Set yourself up for next turn.
Should I... No, he's out. Okay.
Yeah. Because you might get one of the Agamotto's card from redrawing, which will allow you to redraw those 2 cards that you just played. Not quite. Discard one of those cards. Save that Vishanti for next turn. I would discard the slash probably to the left.
Yeah. You think? It's got like some sort of bonus on it.
It's got knockback, but quick slash has quick.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
You could hit with your last card play. You could hit Venom with Quick Strike with one blade because it won't
move.
Yeah.
Him, yeah.
Yep.
Good call.
And that'll just make it to where you'll draw more cards next turn. All right, there you go.
Boom. Hell of a move. Ouch.
That was not a graceful recovery from that.
Doesn't know when to quit.
Okay.
We may not be ready for this thing yet.
So you could probably take out those henchmen with the 2 quick slashes, I think. Actually, there is one thing you could do first. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
The blessing.
You got it.
So everything hurts a little bit more. Yep. I need everything to hurt.
Remember, that'll refund.
Yeah.
just like old times.
I feel like coffee has the opposite effect for me.
I feel like that happens to people after they've had coffee enough.
Like, I feel like coffee puts me to sleep now. You know?
Do you have coffee when you lounge?
When I lounge?
Yeah.
I have coffee pretty much all the time.
I would probably hit him with the axe and then Agamotto's gaze to get the axe back.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Don't call me Sorcerer Supreme, call me Thor Odin's son.
A doctor and a powerful
with an axe.
Impressive.
The light shines on the
And you've got some redraws if you want. Interesting.
I was about to say, now that was not the
So
card that I just played.
okay, so the axe must have been a heroic. I didn't realize that. So it, it brings back attacks, not
I understand.
just cards. Yeah.
Should I redraw that, make him bleed again?
I'd redraw the quick slash.
You know, I'm not diagnosed, Mike, but I might. You would do the quick slash?
Yeah. There you go.
Well, there you go. That's all we need.
So remember, you do have a move, so you could position somebody for an environmental attack. Like, for example, this wouldn't cost a move, but the barrel to the right, you might be able to hit him. He might be in range. A little bit more. Yeah. Okay, he's not. So you could use that right there. You need to move opposite of him to hit him. Yeah, like that. There you go.
Ooh, this
Nice.
is gonna hurt.
Perfect.
Damn. Oh, we did it.
Not yet.
Mike said, as someone who has been diagnosed, you've got ADD. Thank you. Thank you.
I must be thinking of the second Venom battle then, because there is a battle with Venom where you have to take him twice. Good job.
Well, thanks for spoiling the game, Steven. Now I know that I'm going to have to fight Venom twice.
You're gonna have to fight him more than twice.
Now you're just spoiling even more. I like his ghost tongue.
Hey, big guy!
What the heck was his intro tag?
You folks could use a hand, Doc.
Again, some of them don't land. Most of them don't land.
Friend Spiderly?
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's part of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones.
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares.
Like how Spider-Man's not in the least concerned.
Yeah.
About him being super glowed up or whatever. Oh, look at this Spider-Man comic.
It's not a Spider-Man comic, Jake.
It has the Spider-Man on it.
It's Doctor Strange.
Steven, do you see the Spider-Man on the bottom
Do
left?
you see the giant Doctor Strange on the left and the Doctor Strange text at the top? That's actually something. There are only two things in this game that are like XCOM things, and that is one of them. Remember how we used to do propaganda photos for our...
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So you can make your own custom comic book covers.
Oh, that's funny.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged. The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy.
Get some water. I'll be right back.
Courageously risking
Go get
the
some
lives
water.
of yourself and your teammates.
I've finished my coffee, and I've now moved to cream soda, and maybe that will keep me awake. We'll see.
This is the fire dragon.
This is what happens when you work
Fire
full time
dragon.
in
My
our
memories
father.
may be fragmented, but as I recall,
It wears you out.
I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all
Was that
live
like
in one
a
piece.
she just threatened me with magic, or did I just like change her opinion with my brain?
That was a threat.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
I had a really cute moment with Peter last night. He was really fussy, and we have our Christmas decorations up. So I was going to get his bottle, and I had him in my hands, and it was dark except for the Christmas lights, and he stopped as if he was walking. I stopped, and he looked at the Christmas lights,
You look.
and he just had this big smile on his face, and he started to giggle.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you
It
did
was
okay
so
on
cute.
that. You got some
He
decent
loves
hang time.
lights.
Even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
The voice isn't great, but the personality is very comic book Tony Stark. In that he
And where exactly am I going?
thinks,
Oh, that's the real
how do I
question,
put
isn't
this?
it?
Robert Downey
Living
Jr.'s
for
Tony
you, my
Stark
friend.
ended up being bigger
Unless you'd be up for wearing a space
than the
helmet.
character.
You do breathe air.
So
You know,
towards the
it doesn't
end, they
matter.
just kind of made him
I couldn't help
right
but overhear Auntie
all
Kate
the time,
telling you to get some
like
rest.
flawless.
That sounds like a good idea to
This
me.
version,
I suppose I could keep you company on the way.
he's
seeing
not
as our
flawless.
rooms are in the same direction and all.
Like I said, everyone hates him.
Besides, no one
And he's
Tony-
legitimately like terrified of things he doesn't understand, which is why he's so bitchy in this game, because he's like, I'm making technology out of an oven that has a literal demon in it. I like math. I like things that make sense.
Love the antique furnishings from the early
I don't
Mephisto
like. I
collection.
like my ovens.
Full
Like I like
transparency,
my
Hunter, there's another
bagels.
reason I asked to
No
join you,
demons in them.
other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was.
I simply
Obviously.
just. Tony's
With
like,
just a touch
nah, I
of
know.
amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
I think what it is that
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams.
seeing a version of Tony
Right back at you.
that is
Oh, and if you hear the
completely
shrieking,
out of his element.
Please ignore it. It's just
I
me.
think they did a good job with that.
Have you seen the comic run? I think it's. I want to say Darkest Night, but that doesn't sound right.
That's Green Lantern.
I'm Tony Stark, but if you're hearing this message, you already know that.
What's
The comic run? It's basically this hidden power at the center of Earth is going to destroy the world, and so the heroes set off. I think actually Doctor Strange does it. He basically sets off an EMP around the world, and basically technology no longer works.
I've never seen that.
Gosh, if anyone knows it in the chat, Mike, if you know what I'm talking about, it's something like that.
And let everyone else know you're a jerk. I
Darkest
call it the Wonder Man rule.
Dark Days, something like that. Anyway, it's cool because all the heroes that rely on science and stuff don't have that anymore. So like Tony becomes a blacksmith. It's cool.
That sounds familiar.
I think it's fairly new, but at this point, it could be a year old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably more than that, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. Do I have email now too? I don't want to read email. Thank you.
You have your own Midnight Sun social media app.
Oh, fun. Just what I needed.
Journal.
Some of them are pretty funny.
It's time I start
I'm
writing
sure.
in it again.
I just don't like reading in video games. If you were gonna have me read, just talk to
We're all
me.
so happy then.
Steven, have you tried Marvel Snap yet? I know you at one point you were like, I've got it downloaded.
I've got it downloaded, haven't touched it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not play mobile games.
I hate that I have a collar.
Yeah. I hope you can get rid of it eventually.
How do I leave?
Just leave the menu like you would any other.
I can't.
Select an outfit. You'll unlock more outfits later.
That was weird. Oh, I can okay, I see I can change my appearance now. Oh, I can have combat eyeshadow.
Combat eyeshadow.
Nice. Only when I go into combat, though.
You have to.
Oh man. What a funny stupid thing. Yeah. Just oh my god.
I mean, I didn't hate that look.
God, I wish I could afford that. Wow. Oh man. I love it. I love it already.
What are your thoughts of the game so far?
I like the turn-based stuff. I have a feeling I'm gonna agree with a lot of the things I've already heard of, just like the turn-based or the gameplay stuff is great, but then some of the other stuff just feels a little tacked on. But we'll see.
I don't think it feels tacked on at all. I just feel like the two it feels like two separate games. But Three Houses was the same way, and it worked great.
Yeah, that's true.
No, hold the line. I can stop her.
I because like right now, I like when I'm in battle and I'm matching up knockbacks and making moves, but as soon as I'm talking to people, and it's specific, well, I guess I don't have to read, but listening to people, it's like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, finally, you got Charlie.
Do we get to bring him?
Let her
Her.
enjoy the moment.
Her?
She's been visiting her
She can
joy
join you
for
around the grounds while you walk around the Abbey.
Cute.
And there are combat challenges that you do on the Abbey, and it's just you and Charlie. So Charlie does help you in combat, and she rocks.
before.
A little.
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
Duck goose.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you
I
are
like how I
being
slept in my
myth
armor
and
and
legend.
my
The
sunglasses.
grand hero of old.
I'll sleep with the sunglasses.
And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be.
The cool one.
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days
I want to
to
be the
come.
type of hero that wears
For now, I will
aviators
head
in
to
a
the
battle.
forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
But that bitch dead.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Pet Charlie every day. Like, that actually matters.
Okay.
I'm not just saying that because Charlie is a good girl, but Charlie is more powerful the more you pet her.
Oh, nice. Okay. I like how random chests in the world need keys.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne.
Yes, and that's how you get more cosmetics.
That's a sarcastic comment, by the way.
I don't get it.
I know.
I don't like it.
Magic
I know, but the chests reopen. So the Abbey is completely optional, but I would engage with it as much as possible.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
can
sure
talk.
it's gonna have to do with trophies, so I will be engaging.
So whenever you see that essence, definitely grab it. That's used for upgrades and other stuff. That's the training ground. That is Excalibur.
Do I get a cool Excalibur sword?
Maybe, I don't know. Blade will randomly be like, "Wonder if Strange knows Merlin. I'm waiting for someone to get this damn sword out of here."
I need somebody to come move this damn sword.
You can go lounge at the pool.
I hear that everyone has swimsuit outfits.
That is correct.
Could be fun, just saying, yeah.
Okay. So press, I guess touchpad maybe. Okay, yeah. Triangle. That's the Abbey.
Wow.
Like the whole. So explore as much as you can. You get important stuff for doing so. You're gonna unlock a library eventually, and I love this mechanic because it's like a real subtle thing, but I don't think it ever says this. You get what's called arcane points for finding stuff in the Abbey.
Yeah, I got a couple.
For interacting with the bookshelves each day, you get arcane points because it's like you're working your way through the library. So reading books every day. So when you get into the library, it's important that you interact with the bookshelves every day, and you'll see that you get more arcane points. I just thought that was a clever little way to convey that you're like reading, because it'll give you different notes every day.
Yeah, like I'm reading, training up a little bit. I like it. Yeah. I like it. I'm not sure how I got so turned around. Oh, that's how. Mike.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a
Well,
few hundred
she
Kelvin?
has a swimsuit costume.
There you go.
However, it might shatter the containment spell, preventing him from incinerating this facility.
This is the demon you're talking about. Demon
I
oven.
think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Ooh, I got a new outfit,
Your
huh?
armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker.
Well
did not mention
fired?
that you two are such skilled smithies.
Is that a real?
Yep. I am iron
Well
smith.
heated would be another way to say it.
Perhaps you should just...
Fired is not improper in that case. Hell yeah. The shades are getting me.
Shades were the right choice.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I even got the size right. Hey, Nova.
Yeah, there are tarot cards scattered throughout the Abbey. It's a crime that Moon Knight's not in this game.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be perfect.
Yep. Like, can you imagine
What is this?
going to interact with him each day and he's a different person?
Never the same. So I see I'm getting that knowledge.
Yeah, in fact, that's probably why they didn't include him, because they were trying to figure out how do we grow a relationship with a guy who's got DID.
While also being tasteful about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper in your cape when you think no one's listening.
I like that we have Doctor Strange and Tony like working in the same lab, quote unquote. It's like magic and science.
They play off each other really well in this.
Ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected.
Carbon neutral.
Speaking of,
Who knew? Demon power. That's what we've been missing.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
What is Wi-Fi? A lot of questions. A lot of questions. We'll just...
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
The game picks up its pace once you get through all of the first-time stuff.
Yeah, it always is like that.
I think after the next combat engagement, the game
Now, I doubt
opens up.
advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just going to give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But
this game loves acronyms.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up
The
some
energy drink
free fun
part or
toys.
the
How about
clothes?
we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change?
Yes.
Hey, Hunter. No peeking now. What do you think?
You get to pick one. I would probably take the whip because you can upgrade it with additional copies.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just about to say, I was like, I have all these, so I don't know what.
You can upgrade it to where you can get two instead of one.
Two can be as bad as one.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
None.
All right then.
All right then.
If you want your characters to be more powerful, you're going to have to get to know them.
I will. I just don't want to take
Nice
the
to get some
time
fresh
right
air.
now.
Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. Time's wasting, Hunter.
All right, so you were just saying.
Yep. So that applies a flat 6 damage to it. So it'll do
It
damage.
also looked like it took away the hero point needed.
Oh, did it?
That's what it looked like.
See you around.
Welcome to the yard.
Good. Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw
But you
a
can
bone
call
to
me
the
by my
Avengers PR
superhero
team.
name.
Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
You look ridiculous.
Lee Cool? Yes, I agree.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here.
I hope
There's a
not.
few
That
things
sounds
we
like
should
it would
discuss.
kill everyone.
I was going to say, a white hole? Like, what is that?
Welcome back from the dead.
All right, then.
Nothing is certain these days, but
It's a weird thing to call your vagina, but I guess...
the gamma signature.
Sorry, Bruce.
The gamma signature is completely
Oh, hey, it's Bruce.
That...
nuclei are being reabsorbed
Who is that voice actor?
which is impossible.
If the gamma
He
signature
voiced
from
someone
the
else
Sanctum is
in a
really
recent
that
game.
Unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive
He does love
encryption, net
acronyms.
transmogrification.
The whole game does.
We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Do you recognize that voice, though?
Well, he's been a little moody lately.
Kind
It's
of.
just, you know, the problem with the big old green...
I can't immediately place it, though.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey.
Wait, why can't he
Come
turn?
on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Perfectly smooth skin.
Find me when you're ready.
He's Hoffman in Back for Blood.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental.
I knew it.
You were right, Steven.
And he was also Otto,
Just recently that the Hudson Yards
Octavius in Spider-Man.
In the new one?
Yep.
How about that?
And in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 Black Order.
Huh.
That game had the best voice acting cast ever.
Which one?
Ultimate Alliance 3. They just got everybody. Like, they did not pull out any of the stops. They pulled out all the stops. Who else has he voiced? A lot of stuff in regular show.
Gamma signatures and
really?
isotopes
Yeah.
aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower.
Did we figure out why can Banner not transform?
I don't know if we know yet.
Oh, okay.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Oh, it's the red suit.
I heard he was dead.
Oh, the girl that played Nico in the Runaways show is Nico in this. That's
fun.
Oh my god, Mike. Blade is voiced by Michael Jai White.
Not just Hydra.
That's incredible.
Who is that?
Magic coming from those
He's a actor and was he MMA or something else? He was a professional fighter that became an actor. Super cool dude.
Gotcha.
I think he wasn't he Black Dynamite, or am I misremembering?
We need to approach this situation carefully.
That's a good get.
Energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel.
And he's a great pick for Blade.
Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I don't do stealth.
Like, that's not okay, Carol. That's not cool.
To put the whole team in danger just because you don't do stealth?
Yes.
The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your
Draw 3 cards until you
irresponsible and just stupid.
Gain block equal to damage dealt. Alright, I have a quick strike. Let's see if we can make use of that.
I don't think that's a time to bleed moment. I think that's a time to die. Because bleed implies this will hurt, but that man just got blown away.
Alright, I'm gonna use make him bleed just to get some hero. Well, no.
Well, you could do that. Get your heroism up to 4, I think is what that would do. Then set up for a photon beam. You can take out everybody in the back row, maybe.
I don't have a photon. Oh, I see.
Yep. It's just a thought. I don't know if it would work.
Yeah. That's a pretty clean line right there. Well, I still have 3 plays, so I could do a whip and a knee
But
strike.
it could accidentally discard photon beam.
The whip?
Yeah, it discards a random card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I don't like whip.
It's a good card. But I think darkness is just going to involve a little bit of risk. That was unnecessary. Like just the flying.
Oh. I was like, we talked about this, Steven.
Yeah,
This was the move.
You said this was the move. And the nice thing about that move is that whoever's left is taunted, so you pull aggro on Carol. So now everyone is going to attack her except for one guy. You could hit somebody. Oh, okay, there's that guy too. You can hit somebody, gain some blocks, and she's going to take a lot of the heat.
Right, okay, cool.
And redraw anything you don't want.
I just noticed that guy, so I'm a little annoyed.
That's fine.
I don't see a point in this card. It's one step ahead, draw cards until you have 3 in your hand.
So, see, it says the Captain Marvel symbol. So draw Captain Marvel cards so you have 3 of them in your hand.
Yeah.
I would not use that card because I'm never going to use Captain Marvel. But
I guess I could get another photon beam, which would be cool.
Correct.
All right, I'm just gonna end my turn. I totally missed the guy that's right in front of the hunter, though. Did not think about him.
It's fine.
You don't know who you're messing with. They just don't know when to quit.
Allows you to quickly assess.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things than
this guy's body.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
All right, let's. Wow, that's still not gonna kill this guy? Jeez.
It'll bleed him. So he'll probably die from the bleed.
Looking good, feeling good.
Did you mean to do that?
I did.
Nice.
Had your chance to escape.
Did Carol take damage from that?
No.
Okay. Damn it! It did. It took away the one I want.
Yep. You got redraws?
I'm just gonna use this one.
Oh, so it's it's 3 cards. So yeah, you've got to go binary, and it's a free card. So.
She's a flaming hot Cheeto now. All right, let's see.
Can't move.
Huh?
You can't move.
Oh.
Blade might have an angle. Hunter might have an angle as well. Yeah, to get those guys to the well, no, never mind. Don't forget your redraws.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to.
I would redraw 1 step ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
That's pretty good.
All right, good enough. Man, I just can't do much. Hopefully those 2 will die from bleed, though.
Yep.
Hail my butt. So, did you say binary is basically an overshield?
It's an overshield that I think enhances your damage or something. I haven't used Captain Marvel outside of when I've had to. But her playstyle is supposed to be like very aggressive and heavy card play.
Yeah.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves?
I would use a knee strike on somebody just to give her more shield, because if she loses all of her shield, she loses binary.
Yeah.
When we're done punching out the bad guys.
Hail that.
Hail that. Where do I see? Oh, I see. Okay.
Not bad.
Overkill. Alright, you said knee strike?
Mm-hmm.
Game block, alright.
Hit the one with the most health.
It's gonna kill either of them.
That's fine.
I think you got him.
Got one more card to play.
Stake.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is it better to go ahead and kill him or use this heal?
Well, the stake is a lifesteal, so you'll heal Blade with stake.
Alright.
Time to get
Jeez.
I love it.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Because that stake still kills human men very easily.
Now, quickly! Go, go, go!
It's like in Witcher, it's steel for men, silver for monsters. But silver can hurt men too.
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Mother's device. Do we not see him?
Watch out!
Carol, in what universe was that a good plan?
She's fine. Literally no consequences. So that's Mother's device.
It's just a big ball that gave Captain Marvel lots of energy. Recover the Hydra artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
It looked like you smashed it.
Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Okay, so you can't recover the cargo until you take all of the shield away from that guy with the all of the block away from the shield guy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he is immune to knockback until his shield is gone. Good call.
You have earned this.
The explosions are amazing.
Yes.
In this game.
I'd redraw one of those. There's a guy next to an explosive barrel, the one targeting Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
See him? You could maybe knock him back into that barrel. Yep.
Is that gonna hit me?
See if you can just hit the other guy actually. Yeah, that'll do the same thing.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
That's nice.
You got one left. Good, redraw something.
Contact! I got contact here!
I'm gonna redraw you.
Was that truly your best?
I mean, he just was standing there. I don't know. Like, if I go up and, like, stab someone and they fall, I'm not going to respond with, "Is that the best you've got?" I'm the one who presented the amount of what I had. They just got stabbed.
Is that the best you got? You just can be stabbed? Only one character can move, huh?
For now. I don't know if you can upgrade that.
That would be a really nice upgrade.
That's not right.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so who's dazed?
Cap.
Okay, so she's got a daze 1, which means after your first action, she won't be dazed anymore.
Okay.
So you could do a quick strike, kill something, then Captain Marvel's back in.
Who's next? These fanatics are always the same.
Some of these fanatics always trying to ice skate uphill.
Dang, I was hoping that would hurt more people.
One more
Jeez, Carol!
Those men
She's
don't...
a hero!
Not only did I just kill those men never existed.
That's what happens when you come face to face with the white hole.
Oh man, don't mess with the white hole now.
Don't mess with Carol's white hole.
Oh man, really like the quick cards. Those are nice.
Hunter and Spider-Man have a good bit of quick cards.
Hydra's standards have fallen a great deal.
And then I'm thinking I'm gonna drop this on this guy.
Your time has come.
Oh, I have one more card play. I didn't even realize.
You could redraw.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Should get the blood pumping.
But now I have 2 stakes, so...
Cool.
Hydra's in control of the situation. Got me held up here. Reinforcements inbound.
Is Blade injured?
He's dazed.
Okay.
I need to start hitting
We won't be able to recreate Faustus'
that shield.
experiment or track potential future variants gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. That's even better. Oh, he moved out of the way.
Immune to knockback?
Yes,
That's
because
a-
he's got the block. You could hit him with a stake and then hit him with the fist.
Sounds good to me.
So scary.
So scary.
New York Blade.
In fact, I'd probably go ahead and recover artifact with one of your card plays.
Let me punch that guy out of the way. thought that said he's haunted.
I'm impressed.
I was like, oh fuck. We messed up.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Move back! I was born for this. Hope you're ready.
I was like, did he just hurt himself?
Infuriating, even. I suppose by now
Okay.
I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Don't. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Nope. Yeah.
Blade's like, the fuck, Carol?
What the hell, Carol? Some former Air Force pilots are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Bad guy, Craig. Bad guy.
Oh, you fucking pilots think you can ice skate uphill.
The time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
Something, gods and demons.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross.
I'm not saying.
Never do. How about we get
I'm not
this thing back to the
saying
Abbey
that our
and see
dialogue
for
is
ourselves?
different. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it's not. But your character's lines sound way stupider, and I think it's because of the aviators. Very spooky.
Very spooky. I have 75 gloss now, which I think we needed for one of the funny things we wanted. We'll have to see how we can make our character more ridiculous.
Nice job out there, kid.
I recently made a hunting horn in Monster Hunter. It's a bass guitar looking thing, made off of Magnum Aloe, and it's called Sinister Shade Strum.
Nice.
Which is the best name for anything ever. So I made a Edgelord Sinister Shade Strum outfit.
The eternal spirits of
That's
vengeance
really,
take
really
technical
bad.
files very seriously, especially in fourth quarter.
That's
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie nights.
Exactly.
Out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
It's funny to me how many references they're making to a guy who very clearly does not know what they're talking about.
Should rest. Another time.
Where's my dog?
How did this work again?
Check Nico's tweet.
Check out the latest twit.
R2.
In case somebody gave you the rundown. Thanks, but I'm tired. Is that the only option I have?
Yeah, don't worry, it'll progress.
Someone's there.
keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff.
Okay, so she's been wasting Staff of One spells on
Spacious.
invading everyone's privacy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, it would be great for things that you really would only use once, but when you start getting to common spells, it's like, ugh.
Open door seems like it
Just ask Blader magic.
would be
From what I
infinitely
just saw
useful
out there,
in
whatever
bad
crazy
situations.
ancient living weapon stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends,
Work.
basic human stuff, or quasi-human.
Hunter doesn't work, hunters all play.
One of us.
Would a guy with cool aviators like these not know how to play?
I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
With those aviators, I keep thinking of... There was an old machinima series called Sanity Not Included, where they would like do skits in video games, and they'd like dub over them. And their version of Shepard from Mass Effect is forever what I see Shepard in from Mass Effect as, and he's just this always horny guy who, like, and everyone he talks to, he ends the conversation with, "We'll bang, okay?"
Bang, okay. So you kind of ruined my comedic timing here, but she said, lately I've been seeing Wanda in my dreams. I was going to say, she's bending me over and fucking me indiscriminately while making me a cup of coffee.
Jeez.
We've overdone the joke, that's what it is.
We have.
Oh, my combat outfit is different now. Ooh, what the fudge?
You have to get further in the story to see the new outfits.
I can't even see them?
Correct.
That's dumb.
Just gives you something to look forward to, maybe. So what do you think of the game so far?
I like it.
Good.
There's something else I wanted to buy that I thought was so funny. Oh, it was the royalty. That's what it was. Is that too much or is that just right?
I've got nothing to say to you.
We'll just leave it classy with the aviators. Wow.
Gosh, I think my Steam Deck. Yep.
Oh yeah, how are you liking your Steam Deck? I don't think we've talked about it.
It's good. Except when it... Midnight Suns is the first game that I've played on it, that I've played exclusively on deck, and it's not fully verified. It crashes so much.
That's twice now
And it's
her
really
precious Hunter has
frustrating.
almost gotten smacked by
I've
Hydra.
tried the same go to sleep moment 3 times and it's crashed every single time.
Jeez.
I know this entire
Just gotta keep powering through. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta plug it in.
Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is
What
gone,
an engaging
but
movie
yeah,
they're
at
watching.
times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I give anything to make
Doesn't
it
even look like they're watching a movie, just stills.
Yeah. So is Lilith Nico's mother as well?
No.
Oh, she just said
All-
my mom's
all-
capital E evil.
All of the runaways, their parents were evil. That's what brought them together. They had to kill their parents, basically.
That sucks.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
Ha 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 ha.
I really needed
Pulp,
that.
Pulp Fiction. You get it?
No.
So, what did you think
There's a
of the
glowing
movie?
briefcase in Pulp Fiction, and they never reveal what's in it.
Understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I was gonna say, like, you know, slamming it against the wall.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you.
I guess you can't cast a spell that resets the
Time flies
staff
when you're
of
hanging
one.
out.
Yeah. That is a really interesting, like, concept. I keep thinking about how to cheat the system.
Lilith is
Yeah, I really like it.
aggressive now than she was 300 years ago. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
I wanted to sleep, but this stupid fucking teenager just wanted me to watch a stupid cowboy movie. The briefcase was a metaphor. Did you know that?
Not quite like it was in the good old days.
There wasn't even a briefcase in this movie. I don't know what she's talking about.
The hell is a briefcase? I have to bend over this bar.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
Oh, she dead.
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
She got fired.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
That was nice. That was nice.
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Agatha Harkness.
Kind to a fault? Is that what she just said?
She did.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit. A powerful
Do we have
spellcaster
Scarlet
in her own right.
Witch yet?
No, remember
Perhaps the
she
most
got taken by
powerful
Wolf.
Agatha I've ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated.
It's never good if in the middle of the night you get
Not
a
even ash to remember her by.
ring notification on your front door.
She died instantly. The next day.
Shit.
But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what
Opioids
needed
get
to be
hungry.
done. I sent Wanda away to the Sanctum Sanctorum to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
So the more you commit to one side,
different from me as a child?
you get
That easy to send her
access to
away?
more powerful stuff.
I didn't have a choice.
Gotcha.
Wanda's powers were beyond
So if you
my
like the
full
whip
control.
ability,
And this
there's
time, I
more
had
like
no
that in the
Agatha
Darkness
to help
Path,
me,
probably. I don't know.
as I had with you.
I do like it,
I thought she'd
but
be
I
safe
like
with
to
Strange.
be a good person.
On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken.
Darkness isn't being a bad person.
Wanda, Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't.
Like her
Good night,
ghost.
Hunter.
Oh, hello, Charlie.
How much longer do you want to go?
I was just about to say, I feel like we should probably wrap here in a bit.
Yeah, Peter's.
He's hitting that point.
Yeah, he's hungry, and I mean, I can feed him while we keep going, but
I'm good to end it right there.
okay. Make sure you save your game.
Oh no, is this one of those that doesn't autosave?
It does autosave, but I like to. Well, my game also continuously crashes, so.
So it's just a good idea in general. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Midnight Suns. I like it, Steven. I definitely am going to keep playing through it and try to finish it at some point. But yeah, I like it. Like it so far. Thanks for showing me some tips. We will be, ladies and gentlemen, we will be live streaming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, probably. That's the plan, at least.
I will. Well, I might be back for the Friday and Saturday stream, depending on how much teardown we have, because Christmas program is this weekend.
Oh, is it this weekend?
Yes.
Shit, I'm glad you said something, because Thursday is the Game Awards.
And we've got a technical rehearsal at 6, but I'm gonna break away at 7:30.
Okay. Yeah, I forget what time the Game Award actually starts, so we may have to do a delayed reaction stream. So we'll see.
I'm looking it up real quick.
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, that'll be probably what you see Thursday, folks. Friday, we'll try to do a stream. If it needs to be just me solo, Steven, I can do that. Or I can get with Matt and Jeremy and do something with them. But yeah, we'll be around. I will be shooting a wedding Saturday. I thought my last wedding was this Saturday. Turns out it was next Saturday. Did I go to the venue anyway? Yes.
It looks like the Game Awards start at 6:30.
Our time?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to do like a delayed reaction, because I know I won't be ready by then. You won't be ready by then.
Yeah.
So but that's fine. We can do that.
Delayed reaction's fine by me.
I think that'll be the best way to meet in the middle there. Jeff has said it's going to be a short one.
Well, that sucks.
I mean,
it means we don't have a lot. We do know that Jedi Survivor is going to be there.
We do know Jedi
I don't know
Survivors.
if you've noticed this about Cal's design. He has a gun.
I saw that. Yeah, that's like one of the pre-order perks is like a mod for the gun. So that'll be cool.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. Jeff set it up like they're trying to really trim the fat.
Oh, so they're trying to give more attention to the prestigious, quote-unquote, awards that no one cares about.
Well, that's what I was kind of wondering. I was like, so are we
Trim the fat would mean you get rid of every single esports award that's in there. Trim the fat means that you get rid of anything that Kojima wants to present.
I think trim the fat means more like there's going to be less ads.
Hope so.
But I don't know. We'll see. All right, Peter's getting fussy. I'm getting fussy. We're going to call it a night. We'll see you guys Thursday for the Game Awards and Friday and Saturday for more stream fun. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
I am actually going to run the outro. So stand by, folks. If I can find it. There it goes. Bye.